Hello students, welcome back. Okay, today we are preparing a Chinese menu. I hope the menu which we have prepared in last class you must have enjoyed at your home. And in this video we are showing you a new Chinese menu which comprise of wonton soup followed by spring rolls, followed by stir-fried chicken, celery and then chow mein. Okay, so before moving to the practical part, I will just briefly explain you the dishes which we are going to prepare. So, wonton soup is basically wonton is basically our dumpling, which can have a filling of meat and vegetables. Okay, and which is wrapped with a dough. A thin sheet is converted after that dough, and the filling is put inside that dough, and the dumpling is posed in a clear soup. Then we have spring roll. Spring roll, as you know that it is a starter from China, and which can have vegetables, assorted vegetables with sometimes noodles also, and with some meat, which is wrapped with a thin pancake, and which is deep fried. And then stir-fried chicken and celery. It is basically stir-fried chicken, marinated chicken with egg and soy sauce and Chinese seasoning. This is stir-fried, and then it is prepared with celery stem. And then we have chow mein. It is basically noodle preparation in which they prepare the noodles in a manner in which the noodles are tossed with vegetables, assorted vegetables, and this Chinese seasoning. So let's prepare the whole menu. Okay, let's learn how to make wonton soup. To make wonton soup, we are first going to prepare wonton. Okay, to make wonton wrapper or to make wonton dough, we require few of the ingredients which are displayed over here. First, we require some refined flour or maida. Then we require little corn flour and some water and little salt, a pinch of salt. Okay, so we are preparing the dough first. So I have taken 2 parts of refined flour, 1 part of corn flour, and a pinch of salt and some water. Okay, you need to make a soft dough out of it. Okay, the dough is almost ready. You need to keep on stretching it, make it a little soft. Okay, now the dough is ready. Now it has to be rested for at least 30 minutes by wrapping it in plastic wrap. Okay, we have prepared the dough for wonton. Meanwhile it is getting rested, we are going to prepare the filling for the wonton. To make the wonton filling, you require some of the vegetables or ingredients which are displayed over here. The vegetables are like this: some cabbage, spring onion, chopped onions, we have some coriander, and apart from vegetables we are going to add some meat. We have minced pork over here, and plus we have minced shrimps. Apart from this, we have egg, some seasoning, salt, pepper, sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, and soya sauce. Start the filling. Let's start the filling. Okay, so we are taking the vegetables, onion, cabbage. Okay, we are going to add shrimps, minced shrimps, minced pork, and some fresh coriander over here, seasoning, salt, and some crushed pepper, some and finally it will help you to bind the filling properly and the mixture properly. Okay, you need to make sure that you have well seasoned the filling, otherwise your wonton will be very weak in flavors. Now we are preparing our wonton sheets. Wonton sheets are generally in industry, many chefs they use ready-made wonton sheets, but this is the way how you are going to prepare wonton sheet at home or from the scratch. Okay, so our dough has been rested. Now it has to be rolled into thin sheets using a rolling pin. Okay, you need to roll it as thin as possible. Okay, once the dough has been rolled to a very thin sheet, now it is the time to shape the wonton. To shape the wonton, we are just trying to take out some of the wonton sheet into square shape. For that reason we are trimming the sheet. Okay, so you need to be very careful. Without wasting much of the sheet, you need to get the square pieces out of it. All these trimmings can be reused again to make fresh wonton. Okay, our wonton wrappers are ready. Okay, now we are filling it with the mixture which we have prepared. You need to make sure that it should not be too much of filling, otherwise the sheet will get damaged. For binding purpose, we are going to apply some egg wash. It will secure the filling which you are keeping inside the dough. Let's start shaping the wonton. From this corner you have to stick it properly, sealing the edges. We are going to repeat the same process for all the sheets. Okay, now you have to, from these two corners, you need to lift the dough and press the filling gently inside. Now pinch these two edges, you will get a shape like this. Okay, flour, or else it will stick to the plate or the table. The wontons have been shaped. Now we are going to start the preparation of soup. Prepare the soup now. Okay, for soup you need to reheat a wok. Make sure there is no drop of water. Add some oil. Okay, the oil has to be very less. Okay, once the oil is hot, add some ginger, the garlic. Okay, let it saute for a while. Then you need to add chicken stock in this. That the chicken stock is full of flavor, so it has to be strong chicken stock. Okay, now you need to add seasoning, salt, pepper, some vinegar, the synthetic vinegar, and some soya sauce. Okay, it has to be thin soup. There is no thickener to be used in this soup. So the color of the soup has to be a little brown, little reddish because of soya sauce. Let it boil. Add some spring onion. And once the liquid starts boiling, you can taste the soup for the seasoning. Okay, once you are satisfied with the seasoning, you need to drop the wonton which you have prepared in the liquid. Can you see the liquid is boiling? Just reduce the flame. Bring it to a simmering temperature and drop the wontons one by one. Okay. And let it cook for next 3 to 4 minutes on simmering temperature. Okay, now the soup, it is ready to be served. Our wonton, it has been cooked properly. Okay, now we are going to do the presentation of wonton soup. For wonton soup, we are using a pasta dish, or it can be a soup plate also. And 2 pieces of wonton in one plate is sufficient. And it has to be garnished with some spring onion and coriander leaves. That's it. The soup is ready to be served. Now we are moving to our next dish, that is spring roll. Okay, to make spring rolls, you can use ready-made spring roll sheets. But when you want to make spring roll sheets at your own, okay, you can use following ingredients. So you require some refined flour, some corn flour, egg, and liquid. And liquid can be water, or it can be milk also. And to season it, we can use some salt. So let's prepare spring roll sheet batter. To make spring roll sheet batter, I am using equal portions of refined flour and corn flour. And to make a batter, I am going to use beaten egg and some water and some salt. Okay, now to mix it, I am using a whisk and mix it thoroughly. Can you see the batter is whisked properly? And you need to ensure that it has to be thin, smooth, and at the same time it should coat the back of the spoon. I hope it is visible to you. One more time. It is smooth, lump free, and it is evenly coating the back of the spoon. Okay, to make the spring roll sheet batter, you need to have a well seasoned omelette pan. It should be moderately hot, and pour a ladle of batter which you have prepared at the corner and rotate it gently. Then excess batter can be poured back in the bowl, and bring the pan back on the flame. Now let the pancake get cooked. Once the pancake is getting cooked, you can see that it will start leaving the pan from the sides. Okay, it is an indication that the pancake is getting cooked. Okay, now the pancake is ready to be removed from the pan. Okay, you can have a thali or a tabletop sprinkled with some corn flour, and remove this pancake from the pan and put it on the surface. Sprinkle some more corn flour on it. Repeat the process with the remaining batter. Okay, now we are done with the preparation of spring roll sheet. Now we are going to prepare the filling for the spring rolls. Okay. To make the filling for the spring roll, we are going to use the following ingredients which have been displayed over here. We are going to use juliennes of onion, capsicum, cabbage and carrot, chopped ginger, garlic, and we are going to use some mixed bean sprouts. In seasoning, we are going to use salt, pepper, soya sauce and vinegar, and we are going to use some red chili sauce as well, and sesame seed oil. And to give the binding, we are going to use some slurry. So let's start the preparation of filling for spring roll. We need to heat up a wok, add some oil, okay, you need to ensure that there should not be excess of oil, otherwise the filling will be very oily and it won't be able to bind properly. Okay, once the oil is hot enough, you are going to use chopped ginger, chopped garlic, make sure it should not turn brown. Add spring onions, give it a stir, capsicum, carrot julienne, cabbage julienne, okay, you need to stir it for at least 1 minute. Okay, when you see the vegetables start shrinking, then you are supposed to add seasoning and slurry. Okay, can you see the volume of the vegetable has been reduced? Now this is the right stage to add mung beans or mixed sprouts. Add seasoning. Okay, salt, pepper, soya sauce and a little vinegar. And some chili sauce. Now you have to mix it thoroughly. Okay, once the vegetable starts releasing moisture, this is the stage when you are supposed to add slurry. Okay, so we have already prepared some slurry over here. Add some slurry. It will help you to bind the vegetables together. And finish with some coriander and spring onion. Okay, now the mixture is ready. Now we are going to transfer it to one plate so that the temperature goes down and the filling can be put inside the spring roll sheet. So it may take maybe another 10-15 minutes to let it become cool. So we have to wait. For the spring roll, it has cooled down. Now it is the right stage. We can start our spring roll preparation, shaping of spring roll. Okay, so our sheets are ready. You can shake off the excess starch from this and take good amount of filling. Spread it evenly. Apply some egg wash at the edges so that the spring roll it sticks properly and the filling doesn't go outside. Fold these sides properly. Then you need to pull it towards your side and keep on rolling tightly so that you get a cylindrical shape. Okay, can you see it has been rolled properly? It is evenly cylindrical and this is ready to be fried. Okay, now our spring roll, they have been shaped. It is ready to be fried now. Okay, we have hot oil ready. We are going to drop the spring rolls one by one. While frying any item, you need to remember that you should never overcrowd the deep fat fryer. Okay? This spring roll, it may hardly take 1 minute to fry properly. As soon as it gets golden brown in color and it is crispy in texture, it can be removed from the deep fat fryer. Okay, now the spring rolls, they have turned golden in color and it is the right time to remove it from the hot oil. Okay, now we are doing the plate presentation of spring roll. So we have prepared a garnish with a bed of cabbage leaves with some shredded vegetable in sweet chili sauce. Okay, it will make your plate little colorful. Now we are going to put a bed of red chili sauce as well. Now we are going to cut the spring rolls. While presenting the spring roll, you need to remove the edges first. And whenever you want to present spring roll, you need to ensure that it has to be immediately served. Okay, so this is the way you can present your spring roll. And now we will prepare our third dish, that is stir-fried chicken and celery. Now let's start our third dish, that is stir-fried chicken and celery. Okay, for this, first we are marinating the chicken with some corn flour, some oil, salt, white pepper powder, and some sugar also with some soya sauce. So let's marinate the chicken. Okay, so I am taking clean trimmed juliennes, thick juliennes of chicken with some corn flour. I am adding some salt, white pepper powder, a pinch of sugar, and a dash of soya sauce. And some vegetable oil, just 1 spoon. Now this we are going to mix. I have taken some extra corn flour. It will give the extra crunch to the chicken once it has been stir fried. Okay, now the chicken has been marinated. The chicken can be kept for resting for at least 30 minutes, and then we can proceed for the further cooking process. Okay, our chicken has been marinated. Okay, now we are preparing the dish. So before starting the cooking process, I just want to tell you what all ingredients we are going to use for the dish. Okay, for this dish we are going to use some ginger garlic, chopped ginger garlic, spring onion, celery, and we have marinated chicken over here, salt, pepper, we have soya sauce and some oil, and we have slurry. Okay, so now first we are going to stir fry chicken. To make the stir fry chicken, first you need to have a very clean wok. Add some oil in that, rotate it nicely so that the oil coats the pan properly. Once the oil is hot, drop the chicken pieces in the wok. And stir fry. Okay, the chicken has to be turned little brown in color. Whenever you stir fry anything, you need to use less amount of oil, and you have to use high pressure. Okay, the chicken has turned little brown in color. Now this is the right time to remove it from the flame. Now we are preparing the sauce for the chicken. For that we require a hot wok. Put some oil in the wok. Once the oil is hot, add some ginger garlic. And celery. You can add some onion also with this. stir fry for 10-15 seconds, and then you need to add stock to make the stock. Let the liquid boil for at least 1 to 2 minutes so that the vegetables in the broth it gets cooked properly. Then you need to season the liquid. You need to add some salt and pepper. Some soya sauce. Let it simmer for next 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, once the vegetables they are cooked properly, add the fried chicken pieces, which you have stir fried chicken pieces. If required, you can add some more stock. Increase the flame. Check the seasoning, and you need to make sure that the chicken is cooked properly. Now finally, you are going to add some slurry. Now once the chicken and vegetables they are cooked properly, then add some slurry. And before presenting the dish, you need to add some chopped scallions. That's it. Stir fried chicken with celery is ready to be served now. Okay, now we are going to do the plating for the chicken. We are using a pasta bowl dish for this. And top it with some chopped spring onion. Now the dish is ready to be served. Now we are starting the fourth dish, that is chow mein. Here we have chow mein can be vegetarian as well as non-veg. Chow and mein means tossed noodles. Okay, stir-fried noodles. So for this we are using some chicken. Okay, this chicken we need to marinate with 5 spice powder. We need to add some salt, some cornstarch, and some soya sauce. Few drops of soya sauce and some red chili sauce. Okay. This we are going to marinate. And now we are going to prepare the chow mein. Okay, for chow mein we are going to use the ingredients which have been displayed over here. We have chopped ginger garlic, we have bok choy, bell peppers, we have some bean sprout, spring onions, julienne onions, then marinated chicken, and for seasoning we have salt, pepper, sesame seed oil, and we have light soya sauce. Okay, let's start the preparation of chow mein. To make chow mein, you need to have a clean and hot wok. Pour some oil, preferably groundnut oil. Rotate the oil throughout the wok. Now once the oil is hot, we need to drop the marinated chicken. Stir fry. Then we need to add chopped ginger garlic also. Stir fry. You need to ensure that ginger garlic should not burn. Now add peppers, onion, bok choy, and bean sprouts. Now mix it well. Once it has been stir fried for a few seconds, now time to add boiled noodles. Reduce, add seasoning. So pepper, salt. So after adding salt and pepper, you need to add some light soy sauce. As before also I have told you that light soy sauce is it is not so strong like dark soy sauce, and it doesn't impart any color to the dish. Okay. Now give it a nice stir. Now you can increase the flame and stir fry the noodles. Okay, after stirring this, now once the noodle has been reheated, you can finish the noodle with some chopped spring onion. Make sure you taste it before serving. We are using a pasta powder noodle, Chow Mein. Finish it by garnishing with spring onion. Now the dish is ready to be served.